The first time I tried your Kapow Balls, the first impression in my mind is Ferrero Rocher. We had Lenora about 3 weeks ago, and we were talking about your journey of getting fit, being a bikini athlete, a bodybuilder, a fun person. And today we have Lenora with Lanessa together with us in the show. So I'm so excited actually to have both of you here today. And Kapow Balls. So let me show the audience what is Kapow Balls, right?
Okay.
Kapow Balls. Actually, my wife actually kept 3.
Yeah, I can see that.
Out of that,
you
2
said that it's all gone by now.
all gone. So, I'm gonna just open up one and show the audience how it tastes, right? So you're gonna see me opening this. This is like a live thing. Kapow Balls.
Lim is eating our balls.
Yeah, and I think this is like peanut butter.
Yeah, correct.
The peanut butter ones,
balls.
right?
The latest addition to the family.
My wife is looking at me. Don't do this. But no, I'm gonna do it anyway. So, I love peanut butter. My wife loves it. You can see, full of peanut butter, and it tastes so good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies, for giving me this kind of lovely, healthy candies.
No problem.
It's not too sweet actually. It is still fine.
Nah, it won't be sweet at all, but Lanessa will tell you more about the contents of the ball later.
Yeah. I'm gonna speak with my mouth full. The first time I tried your Kapow Balls, the first impression in my mind is Ferrero Rocher. When I put it in my mouth, it's like, oh god, this is Ferrero Rocher. This taste, smell, absolutely feels like Ferrero Rocher. With one distinct difference. It didn't leave you that very sweet aftertaste that is gonna linger for so long. That doesn't happen. And it tastes so much more natural. And Ferrero Rocher, sugar, plus. So my kids just love it. So tell us a bit of a background, Lanessa. We know Lenora came, you guys, of course, came from same family. But Lanessa, tell us a little bit of a background. Where did you go to school? How did you end up being a chef?
Well, I went to Sri Tama when I was a kid, and during those early years in high school, I had an interest in baking, and so my auntie she took the initiative to actually teach me like really basic cakes, like butter cake, marble cake. So she taught me those cakes when I was in high school, and then as I got older, I started watching these like cooking shows, like movies based on cooking. And after watching this particular show, I think it was called $1 Million Cook-Off or something like that. So after watching that, I was like, wow, that's so inspiring. The food looked so good, and the guy who was the main actor, he was very intrigued in cooking and baking, and it looked very interesting. So I'm like, I like to bake, I like to eat, why not, right? But when I was younger, my parents wouldn't actually allow me to go into the kitchen and cook, because when you're younger, like the stove is dangerous, so they'll be like, no, don't go to the stove, it's very dangerous. So I hardly cooked at all, probably just Maggie mee lah. But I did mostly baking. Yeah.
So you're telling us since young, you've been watching, Jamie Oliver, Ramsay Gordon's House Fire and all that?
Yeah. Well, Gordon Ramsay wasn't famous at that point. It was more so Jamie Oliver. Yeah.
So Jamie Oliver was the Tom Cruise for you lah,
Yeah.
The cooking one,
simple.
not the superhero one, right? Now that is amazing, but that builds a passion for baking and for food and for food tasting. And how did you find out that you have this kind of amazing talent to actually do whatever you like with your hands and come up with whatever taste that you can imagine?
Well, I think it was a progressive thing. It wasn't like an immediate thing that I knew I could do, but it started, I guess, when I went to KDU to actually learn more about cooking and baking, and then that's when I developed the taste, the technique to know how to taste properly, to know how to taste when things are too salty or too sweet or too bitter. Yeah, that's how I developed it over time, with a lot of eating, a lot of practice, and a lot of baking and cooking as well.
You should tell the time when you told mom and dad you want to go to culinary school.
Oh, yeah. When I told my parents that I wanted to do culinary, they were like, "What?" Dumbfounded. Like, are you sure you want to do culinary? I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure." Why? You don't trust me? And then my parents just allowed me to enroll in KDU college in PJ area. So that's where I did my diploma for 2 years.
So you were the one that is cooking and eating.
Yeah.
Lenora was the one that is eating but actually getting fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.